Good morning, dear students. Welcome to this presentation on Mother's Day by J.B. Priestley. It's a chapter in class 11th English book Snapshots. In this video, we will deal with the detailed summary of the play Mother's Day with the help of pictures. Bharat Bhushan, PGT English, Kendriya Vidyalay, Mathura Refinery Nagar, Mathura. This video is brought to you by Kendriya Vidyalay Sangathan, Agra region. Mrs. Pearson and Mrs. Fitzgerald are sitting and chatting inside the house of Mrs. Pearson. Mrs. Fitzgerald is smoking. She is telling Mrs. Pearson's fortune with the help of tarot cards. She tells Mrs. Pearson that her fortune can be good or bad depending upon her own approach and attitude. She advises Mrs. Pearson to be the boss of her family and the mistress of her house. Mrs. Pearson admits that her family members are thoughtless and selfish. They treat her like dirt. She wants to be tough on the family members, but she cannot. She does not know how to start. She looks at the clock. She is worried as nothing is ready and it is time for her son, daughter, and husband to come home. This is where your foot goes down, comments Mrs. Fitzgerald. She asks Mrs. Pearson not to prepare anything for the family members. I agree with you, but I just can't, comments Mrs. Pearson. She agrees with Mrs. Fitzgerald that she should be tough on the family members, but she cannot do it. She expresses her helplessness. Mrs. Pearson offers a body exchange. They hold their hands and chant a magic spell. Mrs. Pearson becomes Mrs. Fitzgerald and Mrs. Fitzgerald becomes Mrs. Pearson. Mrs. Pearson, with the body of Mrs. Fitzgerald, goes to Mrs. Fitzgerald's house, and Mrs. Fitzgerald, with Mrs. Pearson's body, sits there and smokes away. Doris, Mrs. Pearson's daughter, comes and is shocked to see her mother smoking. She has never seen her mother smoking before. She asks her mother to iron her yellow silk dress as she has to go out with Charlie Spence. Mrs. Pearson refuses to iron her yellow silk dress and she refers to Charlie Spence as buck-toothed and half-witted. Doris becomes very sentimental and she starts crying. Cyril comes home and asks for his things. Mrs. Pearson talks rudely to Cyril. Cyril objects to Mrs. Pearson talking rudely. Mrs. Pearson reminds him that they all do talk like that to her. Cyril, the son of Mrs. Pearson, Doris, the daughter of Mrs. Pearson, and George, the husband of Mrs. Pearson, talk very rudely to her. She asks Cyril for stout. Stout is an alcoholic drink. This amazes Cyril. He can't believe that his mother will drink stout. She goes to take Stout. Meanwhile, Cyril and Doris discuss the cause of their mother's changed behavior. Doris suggests that she might have hit her head on something, and suddenly Doris begins to giggle, thinking of her father's reaction to this changed behavior of Mrs. Pearson. Cyril also joins in the laughter. Meanwhile, Mrs. Pearson comes back and she scolds Doris and Cyril for giggling without a reason. Doris asks her mother the reason for this changed behavior. Doris comments that she has been working hard in her office and she deserves nice treatment at home. Mrs. Pearson reminds her that she works for 8 hours only. Mrs. Pearson has already worked for 8 hours, that's why she will not work any more. She tells Doris that she will take 2 days off at the weekend. Doris is horrified to listen to this. Doris asks her if she will not do anything for the family, to which Mrs. Pearson replies that she will cook and make a bed or two if requested by the family members, but she will not wait upon anybody. She won't be a waiter for the family members. She scolds Doris for asking silly questions, and Doris starts crying again. Now, George Pearson, the husband of Mrs. Pearson, comes home. He is confused and amazed to see Doris crying and Mrs. Pearson drinking stout. He tells Mrs. Pearson that he would not take tea as there is special snooker night at the club. Mrs. Pearson informs him that tea is not ready, which offends George Pearson. He gets angry. Mrs. Pearson gets angry too and tells him what people call him at the club. They call him Pompey Ompy Pearson because they think that he is very pompous. Mr. George can't believe this and he asks Cyril, his son, to confirm. Cyril agrees with Mrs. Pearson and George feels devastated and he leaves the room. Cyril gets angry at his mother for hurting his and his father's feelings. He thinks that Mrs. Pearson should not have told Mr. George about this. Meanwhile, Mrs. Fitzgerald, who is actually Mrs. Pearson, comes and knocks on the door. Cyril goes to the door, comes back and refers to her as silly old bag. Mrs. Pearson doesn't like this. She scolds him and asks him to welcome Mrs. Fitzgerald. Mrs. Pearson scolds Cyril in presence of Mrs. Fitzgerald and Cyril gets angry and leaves the room. Mrs. Fitzgerald, who is actually Mrs. Pearson, asks Mrs. Pearson, who is actually Mrs. Fitzgerald, to change back, but in vain. She does not agree. George enters and Mrs. Fitzgerald, who is actually Mrs. Pearson, addresses him as George by mistake instead of calling him Mr. George. He doesn't like being called George by Mrs. Fitzgerald. Mrs. Pearson scolds him and reminds him that he is not the Duke of Edinburgh. George gets angry and asks Mrs. Fitzgerald to leave. Mrs. Pearson scolds him for showing bad manners. He should not have asked Mrs. Fitzgerald to leave. She reminds him that people are waiting for him at the club. George gets angry and asks her if she has gone mad. The question is, are you barmy? Barmy means crazy. If you shout at me again like that, George Pearson, I will slap your big fat silly face, shouts Mrs. Pearson. She gets really angry and she threatens to slap her husband. Mrs. Fitzgerald, who is actually Mrs. Pearson, utters, "Oh, no, Mrs. Fitzgerald." George is confounded. He doesn't understand why Mrs. Fitzgerald is asking herself to stop. He asks his wife if she is tiddly. Tiddly means drunk, tipsy. Mrs. Pearson shouts at him and he is intimidated. At this moment, Doris enters. Mrs. Fitzgerald asks Doris about her meeting with Charlie Spence. Doris answers very rudely and is scolded by Mrs. Pearson. Doris tells Mrs. Fitzgerald that she has called off the meeting because of her mother, who referred to her boyfriend as half-witted and buck-toothed. Mrs. Fitzgerald, who is actually Mrs. Pearson, decides that enough is enough. She cannot stand it any longer. She cannot see her family members in distress. She asks Mrs. Fitzgerald to change back and she agrees. They again hold their hands, chant a magic spell, and they change their bodies. Now they become their proper personalities. Mrs. Fitzgerald gives a final warning to Mrs. Pearson. The warning is, Mrs. Pearson should not offer any explanation for her changed behavior to her family members. She should also not offer any apology. She should not be soft but give them a look or change the tone of her voice every now and then. Mrs. Pearson proposes to the family members that they all will play rummy. After rummy, Doris and Cyril will cook and she will talk to George. George immediately agrees. Doris and Cyril too have to agree to this proposal. They have no other option. They huddle close to Mrs. Pearson and Mrs. Fitzgerald departs. So the play has a happy ending. Mrs. Pearson gets the respect that she deserves. Her family members start respecting her and treating her nicely. They are ready to spend time with her and help her. The picture is not over yet, dear students. You can watch the first video on Mother's Day for theme, title, characters, elements of humor. You can also access quizzes based on comprehension and reference to the context, which are available on KVS Agra region blog www.learningbeyondschool.blogspot.com. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.